Good morning. I'm in Tucson, going out for an overnighter. I decided to do the Ironwood Overnighter course, which is about 48 miles, goes through Ironwood National Monument and also the Titan Missile Museum silo. I'm starting from my brother's house, which is about 20 miles where it intersects with the loop, so I'm not starting where the loop starts, but I'm intersecting and then going out. Right now it says 20 miles of pavement pretty much, and then I'll get onto the loop. My plan is to go maybe 45 miles and then set up camp. So it should be a fairly easy. There's not a lot of climbing on this route. It's a beautiful morning. There's no clouds. Nice and cool. I was going to do an overnighter up near home, but it was supposed to drop down to 35 tonight, and I decided I didn't want to deal with that kind of cold, so I decided to come down to Tucson and do a ride down here. So anyway, that's the plan, and I'll see you down the road. Turning onto Picture Rocks Road, my one and only climb. It's 7:45 in the morning, so a lot of traffic heading into town to go to work. Yeah, what a beautiful morning. Nice and cool. Ooh, this is steep. Holy cow. To the granny gear I go. Ooh, I made it quite a bit of ways already. So I'll have to get over that little climb there. Thought I'd stop and just enjoy the view. Catching my breath after that little climb. I'm feeling good. Fully loaded on water. So should be good. Trying to stay on the gravel bits instead of the pavement as much as I can, but it narrows in places. Beautiful morning. I'm gonna get back at it. Here in Saguaro National Park, natural and cultural resources protected. Whew. Top of the hill. So right across Arizona is going on right now. Obviously I'm not doing it. I don't think my fitness is where it needs to be for that kind of climbing. But I'm working on it. Pretty impressive. When I checked this morning, the leader, Dan, Dirty Dan, was well past Flagstaff. So like almost 400 miles in 2 days. Crazy fast. Good luck to everybody who's out riding the ride across Arizona. Enjoy the adventure. It's a beautiful ride. Kind of wishing I was there a little bit, but I think I'd be in true suffering mode if I was out there in the heat doing that kind of climbing. All right, talk down the road. See ya. Still on pavement. I'm in Picture Rocks. I just stopped at Subway to get myself a sandwich for lunch. Probably double lunch. I have about 8 more miles of pavement, so about 13 miles in right now. So 7-8 miles. Pavement ends. Finally getting onto gravel. I'm on Manville Road. I made it to the actual Ironwood route. So I've been on it for a couple miles now on pavement. This is it. Here's where we leave pavement. Interesting, that looks like a ranch in front of me, but the road, my route says to keep going straight. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, some signage. Agua Blanca Ranch. So it is a ranch, but it also says Ironwood Forest National Monument. Pull into the trailhead, have a look at the sign over there. It's like an old abandoned trailer. Ironwood Forest National Monument. Really doesn't say anything. Ooh, deep sand. Riding through a stream bed. Mighty sandy. Slipping and sliding a few times, but getting through it. Slow but steady. Alright, first hike a bike. I started to ride up it and this loose gravel almost set me down. So I think it's not so steep that you can't ride it, but the gravel is an issue. There have been some pretty chunky sections of rocks, all rideable. This is kind of steep. A good spot for a little break. It's beautiful. When I get to the top of the hill, I'll spin the camera around so you can see where I'm at. But I stopped at about 11:15, 11:30 and had first lunch, which was half of a Subway sandwich. and I'll probably stop again around 2-ish. I am 31 miles in, and my plan today is to go maybe 50 miles. The loop, or the it's really not a loop, it's more of a barbell, I guess, 2 loops and a center connection. But my plan is to go the overnight is only 48 miles, so I have all kinds of time. Yeah, having a good time. It's been a beautiful day. It's a little windy, but it's a tailwind right now. I'm on the barbell section right now, which is an out and back, heading over to the Titan missile silo museum. I don't know that I'll go into the museum and look at it. Yeah, that's the plan. All right. It's getting a little bit warm. When I stopped just now, I got some sweat in my eye. So I may have to stop here at the top and pull my towel out and dry my eyes. So I don't know if you can see the road going straight out that way, but I am way out in the desert now. It's totally quiet out here, other than the wind. Interpretive site. So that's where this route actually starts normally. So I'm gonna ride over there. I don't know if there's any water there. I still have plenty of water, but it's always good to refill if you have a chance. So we'll see. Well, I'm walking around the Titan II missile interpretive site. It's a 0.2 mile hike. So I'm not on the bike, I'm just walking around. There's all these little signs. They're hard to read because they're sun damaged. But this is where the Titan missile used to be. It looks like they've completely filled it in. There's no buildings or anything here. And the where the silo actually was is just covered in dirt. But it's interesting. I mean, it shows like where the crew quarters were, is all underground. Kitchen area. And then as you go around, it shows the different things that were at that location. But yeah, we're way out here. Tucson's back that away. So no water here. I was kind of hoping there would be water, but there isn't. I'm 40 miles in, so I'll probably go another 10 miles or so. It's only 1:30, so I'll probably have second lunch here before I leave, and then start the loop over again, because this is where it starts. So my route ended because I came to the end. I'll restart it and continue riding around it, and finishing the route. But yeah, easy day so far. Nothing real hard. This is a really good beginner's overnighter if anybody's in the Tucson area and wants a fairly easy overnight ride. There are some chunky rocky sections, but there's not a whole lot of climbing. It's fairly easy and kind of a relaxing ride. I haven't been pushing it very hard at all. That's it. So I'm going to have some lunch, finish this 0.2 mile walk around the interpretive site, and then get back on the trail. So see you later. All right, getting close to the end of my day. I think I have another 2 miles or so to go to 50. I've been taking it really slow, but it's hot out, so I've been going through my water a little bit faster than I wanted to this afternoon. But luckily, I found ranchers have a cattle tank here. The water is over there. I don't know if we can see it. Cows are by it right now. But there was about a inch, 2 inches between where the water feeds the trough for the cattle. So obviously the trough itself, where the water is pretty nasty. But there's a float, and if you push the float down, then water comes out of the pipe from this tank. So I stuck my bottle in the water, pushed the float down, and filled it up with clean water. I mean, at least it didn't have any floaty stuff in it. And then I hit it with UV a couple times, and threw in a couple Catadine tablets just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I'm really happy that I found this though, because I think I would have been short between having coffee in the morning and making oatmeal that I'm going to go through at least 24 ounces for breakfast in the morning. Tonight I'm having beans and rice, and that's in the packets that are already pre-cooked, so I just need to warm them up. But I don't need to add any water to that. And I might have some tea tonight. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, that's the situation. I'm ready to call it a day, I think. Morning, day 2 of the Ironwood Overnighter. I'm have about 16 miles left of the loop, and then 20 miles back to my brother's house. I didn't take any video yesterday when I got to camp, I realized. Sorry about that. I'm all packed up now, ready to get back on the trail. I'm camped about 0.2 miles or so from a cattle tank. The water level is low enough that I can put a water bottle in and get clean water from the refill. I went through both of my 64-ounce bottles last night, rehydrating. It got pretty hot in the afternoon. I was sweating quite a bit, so I drank about a gallon overnight, and I'm feeling pretty good this morning. I did have a mechanical yesterday. I was riding along, and all of a sudden I heard this god-awful noise coming from my front wheel, and I have my 64-ounce bottles mounted to the fork like that, and the glue came loose on this side, and it shimmied down and then twisted, and so I had to take it off. So I have it strapped now to my trunk for the ride back, which should work fine. Old Man Mountain just came out with what they're calling a rack pack, which is a through axle mounting system for front cages. So I may upgrade to that, because then I wouldn't have to worry at all about that happening again, ever. Anyway, the bike's all packed up. I'm all ready to go. I'm expecting some fairly flat riding, so I got my hat on. When I get to the traffic, I'll put my helmet on, or if I have a good sized descent, then I'll put my helmet on. But the helmet gets really hot, so that's why I have a baseball cap on. It's cooler. But anyway, I guess I'm rambling a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna get back on the trail. So talk to you in a bit. All right, so I'm at the cattle tank. I'm gonna refill my bottles. So they have the ranchers have a very large water container, and that feeds these old tire troughs, I guess they're called. There's another one out that way. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like kind of like a toilet. They have a plunger, and you can see the water. I don't know if you can see it very well. Water dripping out there, but if you push down on the plunger, then fresh water comes out. Well, I don't know how fresh it is, but that's why I don't know what's in the big tank. So that's why I treat it with UV light, and then throw some catadine tablets in. But the tank itself is pretty green with algae growth. So I don't want to take it out of I mean, this one's actually fairly clean. A lot of them have like algae floating on the top. Kind of interesting. I'm going to go ahead and fill my bottles and treat them, and then get back on the road. So, see ya. So that was, I just came out of state trust land. So you need a permit to be back in there. I do have a permit. Anyway, you can just buy those online. It's easy to get them. I'm sweating. Let's see, it is 85 degrees and I'm about 7 miles in. So about 9 miles left of the trail, and then I'll be on pavement again. It's been fairly easy riding this morning. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop at the Speedway, get myself a 6-inch sub for lunch. It's 9:15 right now, and yeah, good day so far. All right, see you down the road. Now 3 miles to Pico Road. That is the last little stretch of the loop, and then I'm on pavement back to my brother's house. Fairly nice morning, a slight breeze, not nearly as windy as it was yesterday. I'm just taking my time, nice and easy. Got all day, so no reason to rush. I am looking forward to having a Subway sandwich for lunch. Whew. Hit the sandy section. I think it goes up to that corner, hopefully just that corner, but yeah, I can't ride through this, it's too deep. Tires are sinking in. Oh, so I'm gonna hike through this section. So I've got about a half a mile to Trico Road, and then that'll take me back to the pavement, and then it's an 8-mile ride to the Speedway for lunch and fresh water. Yeah, all right, we keep going. See ya. At the Speedway in Picture Rocks, has a Subway in the building. Had a 6-inch sub. Trying to calm my stomach. The heat started to get to me, but I'm feeling better now. I've been here for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes or so, just relaxing. About 12 miles left, 12 and a half miles. So I think I'm ready to get back on the road. So anyway, see you down the road. Back on Picture Rock Road. Coming up on the last big climb. You can see it to the right. Top. Whew. There's Tucson. A lot of traffic on this road. I'm back at my brother's house. Need to take my bike apart. What time is it? 2:15. So now the decision, I need a shower for sure. Decision is whether or not to head for home or spend the night. Oh, breeze feels good in the shade. You know, I lived in Phoenix Valley for, I don't know, 10 years, more than that. And I rode my bike all the time. I was used to the heat, but moving up to the mountains, I'm not used to the heat anymore. It gets to me for sure. Oh, it's good to be done though. So it's a good ride. I think I would do it earlier in the year when it's a little bit cooler. If I were to do it again. Yeah, it's a good ride. It's scenic. I liked it, but the heat definitely got to me today. Probably started yesterday, and then today, man, when I was in Picture Rocks, I was definitely suffering a little bit. But I just took it slow. Yeah. It took a couple hours, and I got back here all right. So, whew, yeah. Not sure what's next. I might do a White River out back on the road bike, Century up at home. I don't know. I'll think about it. See how I feel. I need to get my fitness level back up into at least good enough touring shape. This one's done in the books. I'll talk to you guys later.